I'm not going up there again, Eadie, love. There's no more tapes up there. What's in that loft stays in the loft now. Alfie, her father, he was a mucker of Jim McCartney. That's Paul McCartney's dad. Alfie was even there to help wet baby Paul's head, so they go back a bit. And the reason Jim and Alfie were close was that Alfie was a musician like Jim. Alfie used to write his own songs. By all accounts, he was a dab hand at a tune. He used to play them to the family on the front room piano. The Beatles, 1962 to 1966. Songs that were a soundtrack to my life. I play I Want to Hold Your Hand, and I see them on the Royal Variety Show. You can't imagine now what an effect that had on us back then. The Hard Day's Night. I had my first kiss that summer. Maureen. Norwegian Wood. My first. Maureen again. Paperback writer. And that was when Maureen dumped me. That bastard Stuart Marshall. Mind you, she'd moved on from him by the time Sergeant Pepper came out. The Beatles. The soundtrack for all of us of our age. First date, first kiss, memories. There's more than a few of us have the same memory of Maureen. When he used to play this to Eadie, she'd say, "I've heard that one before." I'd say to her, "Of course you've heard it before. You heard it all your life." "No," she says, "I heard it before. My dad used to play it on the piano." So I explained to her that he played lots of tunes on the piano. "No," she'd say, "before the Beatles, when I was young." I'd tell her she was balmy, but she was most insistent. And the truth is, when she says something, there's good reason to listen to her. It was puzzling me. When her mum and dad died, she couldn't bring herself around to sort anything out. We put near 20 tea chests up in the loft, and I thought to myself, if there's going to be an answer to this conundrum, it might be in them tea chests. And we started going through them. Eadie said it was like they'd left memories for her to find. We found a shoebox full of tapes, the sort you used to put in them old tape recorders. I had to buy one to play them. We sat down to listen. Well, there was lots of recordings of people talking. Did make Eadie cry. But sprinkled through were recordings of her dad playing his tunes, but they were mostly Beatles tunes with different words. We picked out All My Lovin', Lady Madonna, and Michelle and others. Was he taking Beatles songs and putting his own words to them? But then there were differences. On Michelle, there was no middle eight. It went straight through. And Lady Madonna had a chorus that wasn't on the Beatles song. Had Eadie's dad vamped their songs and added his own bits? Tape recorders came out in the 1950s. Not many families had them, but Alfie loved anything like that. And Eadie kept saying she heard them when she was a kid. I noticed that all Alfie's songs were the ones which they say Paul McCartney wrote. Then, at a party celebrating Eadie's mum's 30th, there he was, playing what sounded like Love Me Do. That would have been 1957. Be down a minute, Eadie, love. Just putting the ladder up. I keep imagining Eadie's dad sitting in Jim McCartney's front room, playing his tunes, and a young lad sitting there listening. Or was the young lad playing and Alfie listening?